BrandBjorn20 back again. Well, today's Thursday, March 15th, 2012, so you know what that means. It's time for a Nintendo eShop update. Okay guys, this is a huge week for the Nintendo eShop, and it's because Sega Game Gear games are now available on the eShop. That's right, we got 3 new games this week on the eShop, and they are Sega Game Gear games. We also got a new dsiware game that nobody cares about, but what we do care about is that Sega Game Gear has finally arrived. So let's go ahead and just tell you the dsiware game we got and get that one over with, and we'll jump right into the goodness. First up on dsiware is Pirates Assault for $1.99. This is just your basic tower defense puzzle game. No one really cares about these things. It has alcohol reference, and all that means is there's actual rum, yeah, the alcohol rum in this game that you use as currency to upgrade your weapons. So basically, yeah, use rum, you upgrade your weapons. It's a tower defense game. Nobody cares about it. There's so many tower defense games now on the dsiware. It's like they're just flooding the market. So I say for about $2, you can go ahead and pass on this because we got a lot more great games on the way. All right, next up on the list is the Sega Game Gear section. It's a section we've all been waiting for. I love Sega Game Gear. It's real colorful. The music's always great on the system. So, you know, I'm really excited about it. First up on the list for Sega Game Gear is Dragon Crystal for $2.99. This game was originally released in 1991. It's a classic turn-based dungeon RPG, and actually has 30 randomly generated dungeons that you get to play. So I think that's really cool. The trailer, I watched it. I really love the music. I've never actually played the game, and the reason why is because I'm not a big fan of turn-based RPGs. Yeah, that might be a shock to some people, but I really do not like turn-based RPGs. So I don't know. It's just my preference. I don't really, like it. I know a lot of people love them, so if you love RPGs, you might want to look into this one for about $3. Next up on the list is Shinobi for $3.99. So this game came out in 1991 also, and it's a side-scrolling ninja action game. So you play as this ninja, and you go around destroying enemies with like bombs, your crescent blades. You also have special abilities like running on water, swinging from your blade, and walking on ceilings. There's also magic in the game that you can use to make tornadoes, earthquakes, and you can actually make energy fields. So I think that's really neat. I saw a trailer. It looks lots of fun. I'm a sucker for side scrollers, especially one where you can, beat up a bunch of enemies with a bunch of different weapons. So looks really fun. My only complaint with it that I saw was it looks like it's kind of on the slower pace. But with a game this old, I mean, I guess you really can't complain. So about $4, you can go ahead and download Shinobi. Next up on the list is Sonic the Hedgehog Triple Trouble for $4.99. So I'm a huge Sonic fan, and sadly I've never got the chance to play this Sonic game, so it's an instant download for me just because I've never played it. Basically, it's a classic Sonic side-scrolling action game where you can play as Sonic or Tails, but this time around there's Knuckles in this game and somebody named Knack the Weasel, and basically they join the hunt to see who can get the emeralds first. So really don't know how that works. I know you get to play as Sonic or Tails, and I guess Knuckles and his friend Knack the Weasel are there trying to get the emeralds before you do. So I'm not sure if it's like a race so you can get the emeralds first. Like I said, I've never played the game, so I really don't know. Until now, I'm going to go ahead and download this game for about $5, guys, and I'm pretty excited. What an update we got this week, guys. We finally got Sega Game Gear on the eShop. And they didn't just give us one game, they gave us 3 games, and they're actually really good games. So it's a pretty, it's a blessing this week, guys. Enjoy it. That's all I can say. Pretty much all for me right now, guys, and there'll be more to come shortly, guys. Thanks again.